Hello, it's Miss Nicole of Legacy Lineage Online Learning to present Story Time. Today, this week I thought we'd lighten it up, so I'm just going to be doing some fun stories. There's no rhyme or reason or real theme except for their stories that I thought were fun or stories that I wanted to be able to engage children with before the end of our story time for this season. This one is The Napping House. How many children have to take naps still? Sleep and rest is so important to our bodies that even if maybe we don't feel like doing it, if we knew how it was benefiting our bodies, that our cells are getting a chance to rest, our minds are resting, our hearts are resting, we probably rest more. Even if you don't go to sleep, maybe just sometimes sitting and taking some deep breaths. Remember our Hoberman sphere that I would pull out periodically, and we would do deep breaths together. Yeah, so even if you're not asleep, sometimes it's nice just to give your body a chance to be in a restful state and just be still. Well, this story is about nap time for all those little ones out there who do take nap time. I like this story because it's a rhyming story, and if you get it, you can say it along with me. The Napping House. Oh, look. I don't know if you can tell, but there's rain coming down in that picture. A nice nap on a rainy day is the best. The Napping House. There is a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. And in that house, there is a bed, a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And if you can see on this page, who is the everyone? Who's in this picture asleep? Now let's see who's in this picture asleep. And on that bed, there is a granny, a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that granny, there is a child, a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that child, there is a dog. What sound does a dog make? How about a little dog? A dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that dog, there is a cat. What sound does a cat make? Let me hear it. Meow, meow. How about the sound it makes when it purrs? A snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that cat, there is a mouse, a slumbering mouse. What kind of sounds do mice make? In stories, we always say, they say, squeak, 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 squeak. I never really heard a mouse sound, but maybe that's how they sound. And on that cat, there is a mouse, a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that mouse, there is a flea. Can it be a wakeful flea on a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping? A wakeful flea who bites the mouse. Uh-oh. Look, is the mouse still asleep now? What do you think is going to happen since the flea bit the mouse? Let's see. Can it be? Let's see. Who scares the cat? Meow. Who claws the dog? Is everyone asleep now? Who thumps the child? Ooh! Who bumps the granny? Oh my dearie! Who breaks the bad curb? Plunk! In a napping house where now no one is sleeping. The end. The napping house. Thank you for joining me.